I think the best thing to do is to have a goal, right? Like buying a house to me, I'm living in this house and it's a 2-family house. So that pays half my mortgage, and my mortgage is less than what my rent would be for something this size, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a full backyard, brownstone. And so I think what you have to do is think of what a smart investment is to you. And if you're living here, you would have been paying rent somewhere else. And so to me, that's money you would have been spending anyway. And so the 2-family house or a 3-family house, if I would have had a 3-family house, it would have probably paid the home mortgage. It was just coming up with that down payment. And so that's why I'm a big fan of having a goal of financially. Every month I have a goal of how much I want in my account for the next move I'm about to make. So I go really hard to reach it. And I've been doing really good at that. And so it helps me not, because I used to be such a spend. I used to love to shop. Like I would be at the mall literally every week. What can I buy? What can I get? But when you have goals like that, it makes you realize how unimportant that can be. And not that you can't treat yourself, but it'll be like, okay, I hit this goal. I made this money. I have an extra $1,500. What am I going to do with it? Let me do something nice for myself. But I really do things like, I'm really big on using points. I use my Amex cards for everything. And like, even with I have a new house in Brooklyn that I'm renovating. I'm putting everything on my Amex card so I can get those points. And then I'll be buying furniture with the points that I got from using my Amex card. When I travel, I always fly on Delta because I have so many free flights now that I can use, and I get upgraded all the time because of my status on there. So I just try to do things that I know make sense for me.
That's something that's extremely important. Shout out to him, 500.
He said that a wise man told us that.
He has like Fendi and all this stuff, but he was like, he's not buying all this designer stuff. He spends $100,000 a month on Facebook ads and on his Amex cards, and he gets like $7,000 reward points back. So at $7,000 reward points, he just goes to Neiman Markets and just goes crazy.
I bought my first Louis bag and my first Chanel bag with points on my Amex card.
Man, let's not skip over the ad spend though. That's a gem in itself.
Well, it is. We gotta save that one, Ian.
That's another. That's for another episode.
That's a different one. But Angela, that's something that's extremely important as far as house hacking. I don't want people to breeze over that. Because shout out to MG, the mortgage guy. We talked to him, and he always talks about house hacking. House hacking is like when you live, like what she's doing. She's a 2-family home. You live on one unit. You rent out the other unit, or 3-family or 4-family, whatever. So I think it says a lot when she's famous and she's humble enough to be living in a 2-family home, renting out the other part because she understands that it makes economic sense. A lot of us, like some people are struggling day to day and they got too much pride
to sacrifice
to live with somebody else. Right.
Yeah, like I'm saying. So it's like, I don't want that to get missed in this conversation.
And let alone you couldn't walk in the property before she had it.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't even see it.
No, that's a lot to think about if you really think about it. Like I said, she's not like she has to do that, but she understands the importance of it, and it's like, why not?
Can we talk about balance? Me and Rashad, we go back and forth all the time about balance. He likes to have life unbalanced, just how he operates. I like to have balance. I'm listening to you. You're waking up at 4 a.m. Most people can't do that. That's dedication, right? You Hall of Fame radio career, right? You have the real estate portfolio. You got the juice bars. You just said you got the coffee shop. People forget that you actually have a very successful podcast, right? Lip Service. By the way, we came to your live show.
We did come to the live
show. Excellent. We were in audience.
Thank you.
My gosh.
Great show. Dave East was there. 85 South. Our brothers were there.
Yeah.
What does balance look like for you?
And the last thing I want to say is I did open a store in Detroit, also a hair store, a private label. And I can't forget that. I just opened that in January. So
congrats on that. Everybody on 7 Mile, go support.
Yeah, it's on. Thank you. It's on 8 Mile and DeQuinder, baby. Come see us.
Heavy in Detroit.
Yeah,
so
listen.
How do you manage this all?
So balance for me is like, look, I've been working all day today. I know I have things that I have to do, but what I try to do is I always try to have one day out of the week during the week that I don't have a lot to do. So on that one day, I might have like a couple of really light things, and that's when I handle stuff I need to handle for myself. And then on the weekend, I try to make sure one of those 2 days is not super busy for me also, because it is important to take a break. Like I try to make sure I get enough sleep. If I know I've been up working, I make sure like I'm going to bed at 9 o'clock on, Thursday night, because I plan it. Like I plan everything. My schedule is just super rigid and organized, like down to the minute. And so that's it. And then a lot of times I try to mix business with pleasure, as far as if I know I have some things to do, and before there was a pandemic, but if I know I had somewhere to be, I'll invite some of my friends to come with me because I know they'll have a good time. For me, it might be work, but for a lot of them, it's fun. And so that makes work fun for me when I have people that are fun around me.
There you have it.
Sounds like our friends.
What's the biggest goal that you're trying to achieve over the next 5 years? And how can we help?
You said what?
What's the biggest goal you're trying to achieve over the next 5 years, and how can we help?
So my biggest goal is for these businesses that I've started, I want them to be, right now I'm in an investment stage of everything, I feel like, except for the juice bar, which has been open for a few years now. But like with the hair store, I need that to, start making money. And I mean, it makes money now, but I need to get the return on my investment. For the coffee company, the goal for the coffee company is for me to be able to be in stores. And I have all these meetings with different supermarket chains coming up for that and for the pressed juice company. And so I want to make sure that those businesses are, huge, multi-million-dollar, $100 million businesses. And that's the goal for those. And then I'm going to franchise the coffee shops. And so I'm building it out so that it'll be franchisable so that other people can open their own. And we're doing a whole education program when it comes to coffee, because there's a lot in the coffee business that people don't know about. And every business that I do, I try to make sure that I'm always educating myself on it and taking classes and like learning everything so that I become somewhat of an expert on it, because I think it's the worst thing if you open a business and don't know anything about the business that you open.
That's a gem. That is a gem, ladies and gentlemen. Are we gonna take a question? Or?
Can we?
Yeah, let's take a couple of small audio.
How we doing with time, man? I know you gotta get up early. You got a couple more minutes?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Can we try like an Ask You segment?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think she's familiar with that.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Drew Grimes.
We're not getting relationship advice.
No relationship advice.
Please be respectful.
Drew, unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. What's going on?
How's it going, y'all? My question is actually for you guys. It was about opening up a Roth. So I just had my brother open up a Roth, but when I was looking up Roth accounts on Investopedia, it was saying that it has to be earn income, and he doesn't work a job and he never has. So like, is he able to open up that Roth account?
How old is he?
He's 19.
I mean, yeah, they're not really gonna check it like that. It's really for the minors. I mean, but yeah, it's supposed to be like. I mean, but how is he gonna put money in if he doesn't work? You're gonna put money in for him?
Well, he has a bank. He has like a savings account with some money that he's made throughout his life, and we were just gonna move that money into his Roth.
Yeah, I mean, to give you, because the bigger we get, a lot of people, the technical police are coming down on us at an alarming rate. I put a post to Caesar and they're like, that's tax fraud. He's going to put you in jail. So pay your taxes. Yes, it has to be earned income that you receive. So I'm going to give you the technical answer on this. Okay. Tell him that once he starts working, then he can start putting money into his retirement account.
My graduates from my school being Forbes, bag drop.
Bag drop.
A mic drop. Bag drop.
Bag drop.